Carolina Diggers. My name's F2 Hunter. See me on treasurenet.com. We're here at a house I grew up at, looking to see what all we can find. Not exactly sure what we're going to find today, but hopefully we'll find something good. Never know. Anyway, let's go find some stuff today. Alright, first time out. Actually had two targets we're using today. The F75 11-inch double D. This is the Camo version, limited edition. I'm running 2 F on tones, and sensitivity is 60, and I'm just running the default mode. So right at the moment, I've dug 2 holes, and I have found a old rusty bolt in one, and the second one was a end to a pencil that I apparently had lost or broke off. I probably was playing pencils and it snapped right off. But I don't know if you know what playing pencils is or was. So we battled against 2 pencils, and whoever lost lost. Anyway, on to the next one. Alright, at another spot we have just found, let me get it again, just found a wonderful, lovely penny. First good thing of the day. Anyway, on to the next one. Alright, I'd also like to add that the area that I'm at is a tree that all the kids in the neighborhood used to like to play in, climb and whatnot. And near the first hole, I just found a penny. I actually just found another one, pretty close to the surface. 1 inch probably, not very deep. Anyway, yay! On to the next one. Alright, spot number 3, same area, just a little further down. And I found, get it out of there, another penny. Actually, this one, I can see the date. I think it looks like 1987, which would have been about the time I was in high school. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, still around the same area where we found all the other stuff. I actually found a wrench. It's about 1 inch down. But anyway, it's been there for a while. That has been there for a while. Anyway, got my helper with me today. But on to the next one. Pretty cool find.
It's heavy too.
Yeah, it's heavy too. Yes, it is. All right, we're tearing it up today with pennies at another spot, and there's another penny. And that one is that one is, I can't tell. Well, I can't tell, but anyway, there she is. A penny. On to the next one. Alright, at another spot. I actually know what this is. A long time ago, when I was a lot younger, I used to play with my Matchbox cars out here, and Dad apparently chopped one up with the lawnmower. I can tell you exactly what this went to. This was the top to the monkey mobile. But anyway, on to the next one. Pretty cool. One of my own relics. Hey, found another one near the tree. Actually, this one was a surface find. A key. I know somebody that's gonna be happy to know that that was out here the whole time. I don't know who lost it. It clearly wasn't me. Anyway, on to the next one. Reason I didn't lose it because mine was on a leather chain or leather rope. Anyway, on to the next one.
Here comes Baxter.
Hey, we're just tearing it up today. Actually, I found a plane I don't even remember. I know what that is too. It's your monkey wrench.
Not mine.
A adjustable wrench.
It may have been one that somebody took out and never took it in.
It was found over there by the apple tree.
What apple tree? Oh, way out there.
No, whatever that is. What's that? With the bird feeder on it? With the bird house.
That's right here.
Anyway,
Where?
I found that.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's the pecan.
Yeah. Found a plane. On to the next one. All right. In another hole near the same tree, I found a lovely penny. Hello, money, money. Anyway, and also on another note, I also found, if I can get them out, I also found, crap. Oh yeah, I found that too, but, no. I found this, which looks like part to an old deputy badge. I found a couple pieces to it. It was a little further. I was going to show it later, but found that as well. Anyway, I do not remember this. On to the next one. Alright, this found probably one of the things I used to love to play with as a kid. And it is still shiny and not rusty. A gigantic ball bearing. Anyway, on to the next one. And here it is again. Under the tree, about where I found the ball bearing. Another penny. Yay! Oh well, on to the next one. Alright, found another one by the pecan tree. Another penny. Woohoo! Rolling in the dough. Oh well, on to the next one. Alright, found another one. Around the pecan tree. Zinc penny is what it says, so take its word for it. We'll clean it up, see what it is in a little bit. Alright, on to the next one. Get this one, you don't find these anymore. Especially in the ground in this condition. Old twist tap to Pepsi. Anyway, on to the next one. Yay! Found a big piece of a honking aluminum or something. Where'd it go? It might be a teaspoon or something. Anyway, there we go. On to the next one. Just here again, and we thought originally it was a penny, but it turns out to be a dime. Woohoo! Rolling in the dough. Alright, on to the next one. After we found a dime, we found a penny. Woohoo! Rolling in the dough. On to the next one. Near another tree in the yard, and found a penny. Anyway, on to the next one. Yay! Tree, about a few feet away from where I dug the last one, and another penny. Yay! Easy money. On to the next one. Right on the other side of the same tree, just found a dime. Yay! Well, on to the next one. Alright, and we just found a super duper all industrial can opener, and no one knows where that came from. So on to the next one. Oh, here's a treasure for you. That's a super duper wonderful worm. On to the next one. Here we are today showing the finds. We got 3 dimes and looks like 10 pennies, a ball bearing, a key, a broken up piece to a deputy's junior patrol badge, pieces to what could possibly be a lawnmower, a rusty bolt, a pull tab, that top to a pencil, my poor monkey mobile, and that's, I guess, the good. Well, I guess on the relic side, we got a beautiful wrench that's still in pristine condition. A can opener that's also in pristine condition. A jet fighter, a piece to looks like baking kit, teaspoon or ish, a ring to a spindle, and a metal something or another. Anyway, that concludes today, and thank you for watching.